Have you asked yourself lately who it is you are? Have you asked yourself what is all of this that you are experiencing? At least paused long enough to ask yourself, to ask these questions, to really not only wonder, but genuinely excavate, to want to know. I know as children, kids wondering, more than just wondering, they really ask the questions. And once upon a time, you did as well. And as an adult, you're now, but all that has ceased. You just go with what you're fed. Well, most do anyway. They go with what they're fed, and they get so distracted and consumed by earthly wonders. And yet, most don't perhaps realize just how significant it is for you to actually remember and know who you are. So, picture this: a field trip, right? A school field trip. And there are a bunch, a herd of kids all bundled up, and they're on their field trip, all excited, wanting to know what it's going to be like, all set to see what they may or will experience. So just paint this image, will you? You see a bunch of kids, plenty of them, all huddled up closely with the uh, with their mentor, their teacher, and all of them are looking perhaps in one direction, listening to what they're being told. And then there's one child in that crowd, or literally just outside of that crowd, on the edges. And that kid is, well, guess where they're looking? They're not paying attention to what's being told. Yeah, sure, their ears are perked up, but guess where they're looking? They're looking right at the camera. There's a picture being taken during the field trip, and she is looking right at the camera with eyes so skeptical. She's so vigilant, so aware of everything. And she would always feel that something was off. Okay, maybe not always, but when it came to these things, right? These, again, structure, ways of going about doing things. And even as a kid, when you go out to school and all that, she always knew that something wasn't right, that there wasn't supposed to be structure. That what is all this? Now think of that young girl often coming back from school, and she'd look out her window. During the day, she'd let her mind wander on the wild plains of her imagination. And that wouldn't cease when it was dark fall. She'd find herself laying in bed at night and gazing out towards the sky, wondering what's all this? What's out there? There's got to be more. And I wasn't thinking on the lines of, okay, space, the planets. No, no. Did I just say I? That's right. The little girl. Moi. I wasn't thinking, okay? I wasn't thinking that of all that we have been told, that we are aware of, that we've been fed. I was just wondering and feeling that there has to be more. There's more. And I kept trying to get through. I kept trying to get through to sort of channel, to communicate more with that source. I was really young. So, given the cat's out of the bag, and I've already said it's me, I'm not gonna ask, guess who that was. But I truly believe that you could call it fate, you could call it assigned, anointed, but I do believe that I was and I am. So it started early for me, very early, and what I've shared is just tip of the iceberg. It's the book of dummies, you know? It's the basic, really. But it's the truth. And I see that as a profound blessing because while children are usually very curious, they do explore, they do ask the questions, they do really, really wonder and peck at things, you know.